Hello guys, welcome to another Honda Element video. Today I'm going to show you how to replace an oil pressure switch for a Honda Element. And here is the oil pressure switch. I pay around $15 to $20 for the part. My car is a 2004, so make sure that you give the right information to the auto parts. This is a PS 100BC part number, and the tools I am going to use is a 3/8 ratchet, one of these special oil pressure switch sockets that almost all auto parts have it and available in stock. And as you see, this is from Power View, and the part or the tool number is 648447, and it says oil sending, and it's 1/116 times 2 5/8 deep. Okay, and it's pretty simple. As you see, the socket fit the switch, and what is important in this job is to make sure that we don't over tight this and we don't break it. So for tightening this, I'm going to use a smaller ratchet, and this is what I'm going to use to tighten it. Okay, just on a small one so I don't apply too much force to the switch. So my car was seeping oil, so if you don't replace this on time, you're gonna have a big leak like around this area right here. This is the passenger side as you see it. And remove the wheel, guys. Always use a floor stand for safety. And if you get like an oil leak around this area by the passenger side tire, then it can be two options most likely: either the VTEC solenoid or this oil pressure switch. And I'm going to show you when I was doing the oil change last time, that's when I noticed. So I'm coming under, and right where the oil filter is, let me show you guys. You can see over there is the oil filter. Putting a light on it, so on top of the filter, that's where the switch is. Hopefully I can show you better, guys. As you can see, guys, here is the oil filter and here is the oil pressure switch. And if you notice, the connector is like oily, and also if you touch the plastic here, like the rubber, it's like oil, it's like a spongy because of the oil. So what you're gonna do is lift this part, and then you gotta kind of press on this plastic and pull. Okay, guys, so let me try to do that. Maybe you can also like pry on it with something if you guys feel like it's hard, but this one's supposed to just press and pull. And if it's really tough, what I'm gonna do right now is grab like a big screwdriver or a pry bar, let me show you. You can always like pry on this, and you see it's easier to take it out. So you just pull on this, okay, guys, and then you can already see some oil around here. Then I'm going to use the special socket, and here's the socket as you see it. In this case, this one is a little bit smaller, guys, so it looks like this socket is fit the new one, but it doesn't fit the original from the car. So let me check it out and see what number it is, and I'll be back. Okay, for the original oil pressure switch in the car, I have to use a 24mm, guys. So if you buy one from the dealer OEM switch, which is highly recommended, then you can only use a 24mm. And in this case, I have a 1/2 inch here, so I'm using a bigger ratchet. So let's take it out, and then after taking it out, I'm just gonna use this special socket with this smaller ratchet to don't over tight it. Okay, so let's do it. Let's remove that. Okay, guys, I already installed the ratchet, And if you, as you see here, it's not too hard to do. You just gotta be patient and go slowly. You don't want to go hard, you don't want to break that sensor, guys. So just be easy when you're removing it, especially that we are using the big ratchet. We don't need to apply too much force. So now it's loose. I'm gonna take it out just using the socket, and then we're gonna install the new one. Okay guys, when you remove the sensor, just be careful and have a rag ready, because it's going to leak a little bit of oil. I didn't start the engine for a few hours, so that make it easier. When the engine is being started before, then more oil is going to leak. But as you see, mine didn't leak much. But just be careful, if you know, have some kind of rag ready just to clean it up. And then after cleaning it not very nice, we're gonna install the new sensor. Okay, we're gonna install it by hand first. Before installing the sensor, we need to put some of this Teflon on the threads, and also I'm going to use some brake cleaner just to make sure that where this sensor is going in the hole is really clean. So let's put some of this Teflon, and there it is, guys. I just went like 2 times around, and now we are going to clean and install it back. Okay guys, after I clean it, I'm going to by hand stir. As you see, it spins very freely, and that's what you want. Okay, that's what you want. And now after that, you're gonna feel a little bit more tighted, because that's where the Teflon is grabbing now. And then I'm coming with my other socket, I'm going by hand again. As you see, I'm not using the ratchet at all yet, so try your best to put the most you can by hand. And then I will grab my really small ratchet, put it on the socket, and then tight it, guys. Go slow, guys. Make sure that you don't over tight this. This is very important. I see people breaking this before, because they grab the really big ratchet and they just over tight it. But you don't, you're gonna feel once it's there. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Now I feel like it's a little bit tighter, and then after I feel it's tight, I just go like quarter of turn more, half a turn, and then that's it. Okay, if you feel like it's still spinning, please don't keep tightening. And kind of hard to see, but right now it's perfect. I like it. And always I can start the engine without installing the tire and make sure it's not leaking. Like, we can turn on the car, leave it there for like 5 minutes running, everything is fine, and then you can put back the tire. Okay, I highly recommend you to do that. So it's very easy to do, guys. As you see, it's on top of the filter. As we use a few tools, I took no more than 15 minutes to do this job, and I hope, guys, it helps you to fix an oil leak on your Honda Element. And the next step, guys, is to install the connector back. You can always clean this connector, and once you put it all the way in, just kind of pull a little bit to make sure, but don't pull from the wire, pull from the connector and make sure it's tight. Okay, so in this case it's very tight. I like it, I'm happy with it. Just put the boot back, and I'm gonna spray this with brake cleaner too again, but like, you guys can always go like with a rag, you know, make sure this place is clean, and that's it. brand new oil pressure switch, and see you next Honda Element video, guys.